minded or not. And I guess over the years, it's become more of a business, and you always, it's really a struggle, especially for a lot of the new guys coming in. You look at it straight as a business, but you can't, you have to, but you have to not do it. It's really
tough balance.
Yeah, it's all about balance, really. Just the business end, but have fun with it. Like, I love the fact that there are underage children in here, and I can say "fuck." And
I'm not sure that you technically can.
No,
but you did.
Am I going to get arrested?
Yeah, there's actually a burly guy. He's running up. You can't see him because of the light in our face.
No, I don't know. It's
no, but you're right. I mean, there is something about it's still freewheeling, you know, and there's something I think a lot of fun still there. But it is different. Mm-hmm. It's a different fun when it's also a business.
Yeah, you just have to try to not become the robot that it kind of pushes you to.
Right, because the idea of business is always to move you toward efficiency and productivity, and that's not really where creativity lies a lot of times.
Yeah, I mean, over the 5 years, and people that watch me are like, why is your schedule so flaky? It's because YouTubers burn out all the time, and so I've burnt out like several times. Yeah. And it's about balance, and you slowly learn it, or you die.
I wanted to ask you about burning out, actually.
Okay.
When I burn out, I try to do it very privately, but you have done it very publicly over the years.
Yes.
What keeps bringing you back, man?
Keeps bringing me back.
Other than the poor economy and few job opportunities.
I am not able to do any other job. I don't think I'm allowed to. No. I don't know. I think it's that weird thing in the back of every YouTuber's mind that if they stop getting views and people stop seeing them, that they just disappear.
Right, yeah.
Right? And then they just show up at like these YouTube things, and they're like, oh my God, it's that guy Phil.
You become like Salinger.
What? Who?
That was gold. That was gold. Yes. I hope somebody was recording. What am I saying? Of course somebody was recording it.
No. They confiscated everyone's cameras. Those are just red lights.
All right, so now I, like Kasim G interviewing a porn star, got on Twitter earlier, and I solicited Twitter questions for you.
Okay.
They are, and I was gonna read some of them. Kaylee Jane, and that's her stuttering, not mine.
Okay.
Says, where does @PhillyD see himself in a year?
Oh man, we answer that question every interview. In a year?
Sorry, Kaylee Jane.
I refuse to answer that question.
In a year, that was an unusually short span of time, because they always say, where do you see yourself in 5 years? 5 years, that's a way of telling YouTubers that your business is going to die. Yes. Because no one, like, old media companies are always like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Because they assume that thought will terrify you.
Yeah. In a year, honestly, kind of doing the same thing,
yeah,
just doing it to a larger extent. I mean, I said it, well, at the thing last night, but none of you guys were there. That a lot of what I'm doing now is finding the small YouTuber that is really talented. Because over the past 3 months, really high quality content has hit YouTube, and a lot of that came from HD videos on YouTube. And I think we all know that really good content doesn't always thrive. Like it has to have something that pushes it up. So I think that's really what I'm focusing on. I still want to do my show, but there are a ton of people in this audience way more talented than me. And you agreed, yes. And him, okay. We don't have to raise hands. We know. No. And so I think just finding those people and helping them flourish, that's kind of my goal.
That's something that you've done a lot of. I'm wondering if that's how you must find that really fulfilling, because you have helped a lot of. I mean, you helped us way back in 2007, but you've launched just in the last few months the careers of a lot of new YouTubers, and that must be a lot of fun to see it happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's really fun, and actually, no, that's the end of it. It's super fun. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Yeah. Plus, then when they're huge, they remember you,
or they leave you.
Moving on. Pimpy face. I'm not making these up.
Pimpy, not pimply?
Not pimply, just pimpy. I almost definitionally not pimply. Says, are you actually that naturally funny, or do you think over things for a while before filming?
God, man, these hardball questions.
Yeah. The next one's from Connie Chung.
Connie Chung,
yes. Ready for that.
No, all my shows are ad-libs because, I mean, it's the same reason I asked you not to give me any of the questions beforehand, because I'd be like, I'm going to say something funny, and then it would fall on deaf ears, and I would just be like, oh, fuck. and then I would walk away. I wouldn't know how to deal with that level of dissatisfaction.
Yeah, I get panicky when I have to like make a joke that I wrote in advance.
You're holding it together backstage.
Well, I didn't have any jokes. Mike Carrot asks, what do Phil's parents think of his job? But he spelled "of" so poorly I had trouble with that, but that's what it was.
My guys are college educated. No, my parents, they hated it at first. Actually, I think I mentioned it in a video. My parents kicked me out because they were like, you're an idiot. Why are you doing this? And, I mean, wait, do we have people, can you raise your hands how many people are servers at one point? That is way too few. Yes, Outback.
Oh, brutal. Steak and Shake was pretty brutal, but Outback, bloomin' onion after bloomin' onion.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a parent and your son's like, no, okay, I know I'm going to take a semester off and I'm just going to wait tables and make videos, and you're like, no, you're retarded. You are retarded. Don't do that. And so they hated it until like their friends started going, oh, your son, he's funny. He's terrible what he said about God, but he's funny. And now they love that I pay their bills, which is really good. So they're good. They're good now. I love my parents. They're good now.
All right, our